And the bucks that I have seen on this trip, man, I don't know that my heart has ever pumped as hard as it pumped in some of the deer stands here in Nebraska.
So one of my close friends, partner in ministry that works with our church, is on the board of Real Momentum. And he began working with the leadership of our church, and on my fifth anniversary of being the senior pastor, they presented me the opportunity to come on this hunting trip and retreat, and it was just an incredible gift. Have the opportunity for a hunting trip like this, for me, is a once-in-a-lifetime dream.
I heard a long time ago a pastor says, if you don't come apart for a while, you'll come apart in a while. And so I think that the rest that I got on this trip, the relationships that I built on this trip, the memories that I have from this trip, they provide that much more energy for longevity, which is key in a successful ministry. My tank has been filled since I've been here.
First of all, the man of God we're supposed to be, and secondly, the husband that we're called to be, and the father that we're called to be, and to be the church leader that we're called to be. For me, it's been an encouragement that I've got to step up. You know, I can't point the finger at anybody else. I point the finger at me and say, God, I want to step up.
In the atmosphere around men who understand you and men who are pouring into you, and then having that atmosphere, before I even realized it, my thoughts were just relaxed and at ease, and was able to be poured into and share with the other guys. The atmosphere and the scenery, just breathtaking. Seeing God wake up the earth and these huge fields and beautiful sunrises and sunsets and deer everywhere, just minister to our soul.
You have a pastor, they need to experience what I have experienced this weekend. And unlike me, who tried to sign myself up the first time that wasn't successful, it was even more of a blessing knowing that I was sponsored to come on this trip.
I probably laughed more on this trip than I ever remember laughing on any trip. It has been just the joy, and I would say all of the pastors' retreats, all the many things that I've done has been great. But for me, at this time in my life, this is what I need.
Is that the Lord's already put around us all that we need in order to be refreshed. He's created for us an amazing playground in the world, and He's created people, brothers especially, in opportunities like this, for us to spend time with, who really have poured back into us and prepared us to go back into the battle. Still with a limp, but fully recharged and ready to press on.
So man, that's awesome. So what is it? It says it's a ministry for pastors to go and get to be away from everything and spend some time together with another group of pastors and just get in the outdoors and enjoy some time together. And so I said, of course in my mind I began thinking, wow, that'd be awesome. And they said, so you're going in November. And so, of course you don't know what to say to that. Your thank you doesn't really seem to cut it, but I was overwhelmed. Really, it was hard for me to believe that they would do something like that and surprise me.
I am very aware of how much work goes into making what I enjoy happen. Even last night while we were eating dinner, a comment was made just before we returned thanks that there were so many people in the room that had made contributions, and I was just standing there overwhelmed that I gleaned from those contributions.
I can just tell you that Pastors in the Outdoors Real Momentum really has been a blessing to me.
They poured into us. The love that they have for pastors was evident the entire trip, and I've made friends for life.